Hey everybody, I am Erica Carlson with Bricks Real Estate. Thank you so much for joining me. I am working on another chapter with you from the Smart Home Buyer that you can download for free on my website below. And so this week we're talking about how to deal with multiple offers. And there are two reasons you may find yourself in that situation. One, the listing agent or seller didn't quite understand the value of the property, and so they marked it a little bit lower than maybe it should be priced, so people understand this is a great deal and they want to jump on it. The second reason is the market itself. I'm thinking in particular about like 2020, 21, and 22, or the first half of it at least. There was just such an extreme lack of inventory, and so everybody was trying to compete for the same properties. There just wasn't much to choose from, so of course it created a multiple offer situation. In this situation where the property is undervalued, whether it's a little intentional or unintentional, what you would have is your buyer's agent pull comps and tell you what they think the fair market value of the property is. And from there, you can decide what you truly feel is the right price for the house. Now let's talk about semantics for just a moment. You'll often hear me say multiple offers, but I hear non-real estate agents often say it's a bidding war, right? Like we're gonna get into the trenches, and it's more of a silent auction. And whether you're comfortable with that situation or not, you do have one opportunity to put your best foot forward. It's not like the property is going to come back for auction or into a bidding war typically again. Can it? Yes. So you want to put your highest and best offer in the first time that you have that opportunity if you truly want the house. So the perfect offer is the one where you really do feel legitimately great that you won the house. Of course, we don't want you to wake up the next day and have that, pit in your stomach like you did too much or you didn't want to do it. So the perfect place is you won the house, but you obviously did it in some sort of terms that made you comfortable. Now, on the flip side, if the agent were to call you the next day and say, hey, you didn't get the house, somebody else did, they were $1,000 higher than your offer. This is just made up. How would that make you feel? Would you be kicking yourself that you had not been a little bit more aggressive with your price or your terms? If that's the case, that's where we go back to when you have the opportunity to write an offer, you always want to do your highest and best. So you don't have a case of what we'll call like the should-haves, like I should have just offered a little bit more, or I should have not asked for X, Y, and Z. Back to my initial examples, the market we've been in for the last few years has been this very severe seller's market when, again, multiple offers has been an extremely common conversation. There was almost a house, that I almost never saw it where there wasn't multiple offers. It was very rare. If that makes you uncomfortable and you feel like the price is going to be inflated, then honestly, it's probably not the right market for you. You might want to wait a few years, and that is the truth of the matter is sometimes it can take years before things change. You definitely don't want to get yourself in a situation that you're not comfortable in. However, just remember, real estate generally always goes up in value. We assume you're not putting the house immediately back on the market unless you're doing some sort of investment deal, and that's coming with completely different parameters than a residential purchase anyway. So definitely, like if you're thinking about those things, that is not an apples to apples comparison. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any other real estate questions or concerns, I'm always happy to be a resource to you, whether you're here in the Twin Cities or you're in another part of the United States. I can help you connect to a real estate agent close to you. So don't be afraid to reach out, and we'll see what we can do to help you. Have a great day.